need light years just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Well, these are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot.
And, right away, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 36. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Shotgun now for Murray. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 1st and goal at the 1.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want them.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, That's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Salt Lake.
From 8 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback sacked.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 43. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers nothing.
Now Murray off play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Murray's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 49ers.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Play fake. Murray. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
6-yard pickup.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Niners 4-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Walker with a grab, left side. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On play action, it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down.
And this throw will be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. We'll check on his status when we get back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a run with Dillon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And 2.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The pickup brings up
only needing 2 yards on second down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
49ers 7.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away. Wide open receiver, complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Salt Lake City.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he... The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Murray. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Off play action. Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 49 to Mike. On
1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 49. Let's go. Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining up.
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
7.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Mike 49. Double dog. That's the way. 49.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
8-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure. Down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The tackle.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Mike 49.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Rolling to his left, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something? In trouble, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say.